Hey guys, Sandy here, and today I am scrapbooking with some Harry Potter products from Paper House Productions. I'm actually going to be scrapbooking these two photos of my daughter reading Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. I'm really not going to scrapbook about the book itself. I'm going to scrapbook about her house. So she is a Hufflepuff. So let's see what I can do. So I started off by cutting out the Hufflepuff banner from the cut apart sheet, and then I just grabbed some cardstock from my stash that matched pretty well. It's not an exact match, but it matches pretty good. Now originally, as soon as I cut this, I was going to do a vertical stripe, but for some reason I decided to go horizontal, and I'm pretty happy with how the layout turned out, so I guess it's all good. So like I said, these are two photos of my daughter. She has been reading through the Harry Potter series recently again, so just wanted to document that a little bit. So the sticker that I pulled off of the sticker sheet doesn't actually span the entire 12 by 12 page, so I just made sure to cut it off in a place where you wouldn't be able to tell that I had cut it apart. Now, I wanted to make sure that it was even across the entire page so there wasn't sort of a gap or anything. So I just used the little diamonds on the paper to mark out where I needed to do that. So I'm just holding that there. I'm thinking that this is gonna work. I like how I have my photos layered on top of each other, and I also really like the pennant on top of the photos as well. At this point, I'm thinking I need to bring in something. There has to be something else brought in for the layout. Not exactly sure what it is, but I do go back to the cut apart sheet and I pull off part of the Marauders map, and it says Mischief Managed on the little feet, and I thought that that was super cute, and I decided to layer it up here down below. Two reasons. One is I really like my background page. I really like the Hogwarts flag and all the house symbols. And I also wanted to cover up this big expanse of just like golden yellow cardstock. Now I pulled off the Hogwarts sticker. The sticker is a photorealistic sticker. It is gorgeous. It looks just like Hogwarts at night. And I popped that up with some foam, and I also decided I'm going to pop up the Hufflepuff banner. I'm going to add some adhesive here to the photos, and then I'm just going to start getting things on the layout and layered. Now, I realized that I did not have anything matted at all on this layout so far, and I am usually a big fan of the photo mat. So I decided to mat the map on top of some gray cardstock. Again, just plain cardstock from my stash, nothing really spectacularly special about it. Just that it was gray, so it kind of went with the whole look of the layout. And then I do leave a pretty big mat around it. Sometimes I have a much thinner mat, but this time I just decided to go with the big mat. I layer up Hogwarts so that you don't really miss much of the map, and you can look at it and you can still tell it's a map, and even once I put my title on top, like, you know what it is. If you've read or watched Harry Potter, I should say. So I go ahead and get that down on my layout, and like I said, I've covered up a huge expanse of that yellow cardstock. So now it's just a matter of layering up these photos, and these photos were printed at home, so once the adhesive is down on top of the photo, once you pull it off, a lot of the times the adhesive will either stay stuck to the photo or pull some of the photo ink off because the ink is laying on top of the paper, since it is an at-home print. So I also have some other Harry Potter stickers that I can pull from. So I have these enamel stickers and I have the cardstock stickers, and it's just a matter of figuring out what I want to use where. This star paper is from the Hufflepuff cut apart sheet. So I decided that I needed something up here, up at the top. It just wasn't enough. Like, everything was on the bottom. Needed something up at the top. So I did cut out a banner, and this is something I do on the regular if I need something up at the top just to give it a little bit of weight up there. It is something I do on the regular. And then yes, the other side of this paper is that absolutely gorgeous Hogwarts paper. It matches the sticker on the front, and then it has the gold foil Hogwarts crest on it. And it is gorgeous. And when I was creating this layout, I showed my daughter the little Hoofle Poofle sitting there on the photos here. And I was like, I really love this side of the page. I really want to scrapbook with this, but I also really want to use this for the layout I'm doing of you. And she was like, can you get more? And I was like, you know what, Lana? I surely can get more. I can definitely get more scrapbooking paper. Not a problem. So here it is. I've put the Hogwarts crest in the cardstock sticker down there on the bottom of the page, and then the Hufflepuff crest and the enamel sticker will go up at the top. And the title is She is a Hoofle Poofle, and that is because that is what we call Hufflepuffs at this house. Not exactly sure how it started, don't exactly remember when it started, but it has definitely been something that we have said for a while, so it was definitely appropriate to make that title, She is a Hoofle Poofle. Okay, and that's all I got to say about that. Okay, so I'm using the enamel stickers, and there are some little stars, so I'm just kind of putting them around the page just to give it a little bit more of something interesting. And then I pull off this one little blue kind of like starburst to put it up at the top, just because there's so much blue down here, not because of anything I have done on the page, but because the book covers up half of each of the photos. I felt like I just needed that little teeny pop of blue up at the top as well. No other reason besides that, really. So now it's just a matter of figuring out what letter stickers I'm going to use for my title. And I had these orangey letter stickers in my stash. They've been there for a while. They are from Gossamer Blue, which is no longer in business. But they are some fun kind of plasticky, puffy stickers. So I go ahead and lay that down there. Now, I was going to have this go completely across, as Hoofle Poofle is in one word, but the spire of Hogwarts really got in the way, and I didn't feel like you could really clearly see what it was. And if anybody looking at this layout would have no idea what a Hoofle Poofle was, they might not be able to figure out that's what it said if the letters were hidden by the spire of Hogwarts. So I went ahead and moved them around so that it is on two lines of text. And we're just going to go ahead and get those situated so that it is clearly able to be read. I did make sure to nestle the beginning of Poofle in between the Mischief Managed feet. I definitely did not want to cover that because it's just a little fun part of the page. So now I have to figure out what letter stickers I'm going to use for She is a. I toyed with the idea of doing You're a Hoofle Poofle, Lana, kind of reminiscent of You're a Wizard, Harry, but I had very little space underneath of Poofle between the foot and Hogwarts, and I didn't really think it was going to fit well, so I just decided to go with She is a Hoofle Poofle instead. And then the little wizard witch hat, I just decided to put over top of the L and the E. So while I am wrapping up this layout, be sure to check out the links down below. I will link to Paper House Productions where you can purchase all of these products. And then just so you know, use my code. It's PH19Sandy. I'm going to have that link down below as well. So you can get 20% off. And that is not just for today. That is every time you shop. So go ahead and check that out. Happy birthday, Harry Potter. And she is definitely a Hoofle Poofle. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I will see you again real soon.